Hello, this is Crypto CJ. It's the trade of the day, but not really. This is a Saturday morning. I'm hanging out with my new crypto friend, Nicole. Go ahead and say hello, Nicole.
Hello.
So she has graciously allowed herself to be recorded for this, but this is we're going to talk about a process that's important to a lot of us in Karbon and just anybody who uses ByBit. How do you cash out? How do you take your profits out of your ByBit account and run them through Coinbase, which a lot of us in the US use to turn crypto into cash? So we're going to go through that process today. I'll try to streamline it as much as possible, but we're going to look at two different options. The first is the direct USDT transfer, and then we'll do a secondary option to save on transfer fees, and you'll see how that works in a minute. So in a few minutes. So I'm going to share my screen and go to my ByBit account, and this is my main account. I'm on the spot account. To keep this video short, I'm going to assume you already know how to transfer assets from derivative to your main spot account. Or if you're in a sub account, you have to transfer from derivatives to the spot account of the sub account, and then transfer from the sub account spot to the main spot. And that's where we are now.
Yeah.
All right. So I've got a little bit of money in this account, $500. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to withdraw this directly to Coinbase, which now has USDT through the ERC20 network. The ERC20 network is Ethereum. I'm on a Saturday, so I'm hoping the fees will be low, but they are notoriously high, which is why we're going to look at Plan B in a few minutes. But Plan A is the direct USDT transfer to Coinbase. And I've got my Coinbase USDT tether option up at the moment. Can you see that, Nicole?
Yes.
All right. And you can get that through the assets option, type in USDT, and you'll get here, and click on receive, and you'll see this. I'm on a laptop or a desktop computer. It might look a little different on a laptop or a phone, but I'm going to copy this USDT address. Remember, you have to use the ERC20 network in this scenario. I use the Tron network a lot. It's cheaper, but and there are other networks as well to send USDT, but this is the main one that probably 98% of transactions are. So I'm going to copy this USDT address. I'm going to go to my assets page. I'm going to withdraw USDT. I'm going to paste that address. I've got a couple in here already. If you're going to use this all the time, you might want to add this as a safe address, but I'm not going to do that right now. You do that through the add button here. Okay. I'm going to tab over. I'm going to choose my chain. Now you see there's several here. This is the Tron one here, but we're going to use the ERC20. And the amount I'm going to transfer is, we'll say $20. Now, here's the problem. If I transfer $20 out of this account, the transaction fee is $13.
Oh my gosh.
That's awful. Never do this. Now, if I were to go up to say 2,000, now we're talking it's, less than 1%. So that's tolerable on a larger withdrawal. But yeah, I'm not going to pay $13 to withdraw a small amount of money for the purposes of a video. So, and since this is so straightforward, we're going to conclude option A to only do this if you're using a large amount of money. So I'm going to not do that. Okay, so I'm going to go to Plan B. Plan B is to buy do a spot purchase for another crypto, send that crypto that has way less transfer fees, and then sell it on the other side in Coinbase Pro. So we're going to do that instead. So I'm on my spot account already. I'm going to trade Litecoin. This is my favorite coin to do this. So I'm going to go to the trade option here, LTC USDT. And it's had a little bit of a run up. The downside of this is, cryptos are volatile. By the time this purchase happens, you transfer it to Coinbase Pro, cash it out cash it out there, it could go up or down a little bit. So, and that's kind of a bummer. So we could lose more than $13 that way. It's unlikely, but it's possible. All right, so I'm on Litecoin, and Nicole wanted to see how to do a limit order anyway, so let's just do that now. We'll combine these. Okay, so I'm on my Litecoin. I'm on a spot account. I'm on limit order, it defaults to that. And I'm not real picky at the moment, so usually what I choose is the top option that's showing on the order book. So I'm going to click on this option here. It should populate. All right, it does 53. Quantity of. Okay, so at this point we would wait for this order, but when I got a little flummox there because it wasn't giving me what I wanted, the price went up a little bit. So I'm going to cancel this and do a different one. 53.31. One Litecoin. Okay. And so we're doing it this way instead of the market option, so we get the price we want and we save on fees a little bit. So now we wait. I'll pause the video at this point and until this order fills. Okay, so I moved the order up to 53.37 to try to get it to fill. It takes a slight dip and grabs it like it just did. We're good to go. Okay, so this has filled, and we can look at our trade history and see that it filled. All right, so now we have one Litecoin. So what we do is we go over to the assets spot, and the Litecoin should be there. Yeah, so it's showing 0.9999. So I'm going to withdraw this to Coinbase Pro and sell it there for USD. So I need to go over here to my Coinbase Pro. Actually, I need to go to portfolios and get a Litecoin wallet address. Actually, you need to go to deposit first and then do that. My bad. So type deposit LTC, crypto address. Only send Litecoin to this address. Don't send USDT or Bitcoin or anything like that. And Litecoin addresses start with an M. So I'm going to copy this wallet address. Then I'm going to go over here to my assets on ByBit. I'm going to click the withdraw button on Litecoin. I'm going to right click and add what I just copied from Coinbase Pro. I already have a Coinbase Pro verified in here, but I'll use this one for the purposes of illustration. Chain type, it only gives you one option, Litecoin. So I'm going to send all of it and click submit. Did you follow that okay, Nicole?
Yes.
All right. Now this is where some time kicks in. I have to get a verification code through email, and then I have to enter my Google authentication. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And then Nicole, this might take a minute or two.
Okay.
Okay, it's now showing no Litecoin. So I'm going to go over here to my Coinbase Pro. And I'm going to click on deposits and wait. It can take a couple minutes, take a half an hour, it can take an hour. It's a little nerve-wracking when you're moving a lot of it, and it takes, a half an hour to an hour. I just refresh the page from time to time. And, wait for the deposit to kick in. But, that could take a little bit of time. So we're back. This transaction completed. It took about half an hour. So I had a nice chat with Nicole during that time. So I should be able to trade my Litecoin. So I'm going to go over here to Coinbase Pro's trading. Click on Litecoin, LTC, and what I want is USD so I can cash it out. So I'm going to click that. And at this point, I'm just going to do a market sell. I don't want to hold it anymore. I'm going to click max. I'll pay 32 cents in fees. That's fine. I'll get $53 out of this. I'm going to place my sell order. And it's filled immediately. So now I'm going to send the USD from Coinbase Pro over to Coinbase and from Coinbase to my checking account. So actually, I should go withdraw first, and then USD will come up. Click that on. I'm going to withdraw it to Coinbase. Not my bank account from here, not a wire transfer, but to Coinbase. I suppose one can connect their checking account to Coinbase Pro. I'd rather not do that just for safety purposes. So I'm going to go ahead and send $53.13 from my default portfolio to Coinbase.com. That'll be instant. I'll click withdraw. And done. I'll go to my Coinbase Pro or Coinbase option. Okay, so click on assets. My US, I just need to refresh my page. So my US dollar did come up, 53.13. So I'm going to click that. It's going to ask me if I want to cash out. I'm going to cash out all. So that's all the USD I have in this account. Continue. Then I've connected two bank accounts to Coinbase. I click this on and continue. Cash out now. And I am done. All right, so that's the process. Sorry, it was a little clunky, but and that should show up, in my bank account today, Saturday, probably Tuesday or Wednesday. When you do this more often, the actual time to hit your bank account shortens. When I first was doing it, sometimes took 3 or 4 business days, and now it's usually 1 or 2. So,
okay,
that's the process, Nicole.
Well, so appreciate it.
To summarize, we did a limit order on the ByBit spot exchange. We sent that asset to Coinbase Pro. We sold that on a market sell on Coinbase Pro for USD, transferred the USD over to Coinbase from Coinbase Pro, and then cashed out to the connected bank account. So that's the process. I hope that helps.
It does. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, that's about all I have for this process. I hope this helps people in Karbon and elsewhere transfer from ByBit to Coinbase and cash out those profits. We'll see you next time.